10 things real men should never tolerate from women. Real men know their worth and never settle for less. They're strong, self-respecting, and they set clear boundaries. They don't get pushed around or taken advantage of. But here's the thing. Sometimes those lines get blurred. You find yourself in situations, relationships even, where you're tolerating things you shouldn't. This video is about taking a stand. We're diving deep into the 10 things real men should never, ever tolerate from women. So buckle up, gentlemen, because this is going to be a raw, unfiltered, and potentially uncomfortable conversation. Disrespect. It's insidious. It creeps into your life without you even noticing it at first. It starts small. A snide comment here, a sarcastic remark there, a dismissive eye roll there. These small acts of disrespect can seem harmless initially, but let me tell you, disrespect is a deal breaker. It erodes the very foundation of any relationship.
Real men, they stand tall. They don't just demand respect, they earn it. They command respect, not by force, but by the sheer presence of their character. It's about how they carry themselves, how they treat others. You don't need to raise your voice to be heard. True strength is in calm, confident communication. Your actions, your integrity, that's what speaks volumes. It's about consistency and reliability. Never tolerate being belittled, talked down to, or undermined. Stand up for yourself. It's like a cancer, man. It eats away at your self-worth. It diminishes your confidence and self-esteem over time. You deserve to be with someone who values you, who respects your opinions, even if they don't always agree with them. Mutual respect is key. Respect.
Think about it. How can you build a healthy, loving relationship without that foundation of respect? You can't. So recognize the signs. Don't ignore them. Address them head on. You deserve to be with a woman who lifts you up, not tears you down. Someone who supports you, encourages you, and respects you for who you are. We're wired for truth, man. Our brains, they crave it. So when someone constantly lies, deceives, it messes with our whole system. And let's be real, dishonesty comes in many forms. It's not just about getting caught in a big fat lie. It's the little white lies, the omissions, the half-truths that chip away at the foundation of trust.
A real man, he confronts deceit head-on. He demands truth, not just for himself, but for the sake of the relationship. Because without trust, you got nothing.
Pay attention to the red flags. You deserve a woman who's open, honest, and operates with integrity. Don't settle for anything less. We all crave appreciation, right? It's a fundamental human need, something that fuels our sense of worth and belonging. To be seen, valued for who we are and what we bring to the table. It's basic human nature. When we feel appreciated, it strengthens our bonds and motivates us to give even more. But somewhere along the line, it's become taboo for men to talk about needing appreciation. Society often expects men to be stoic, to not show vulnerability.
Let me tell you something, acknowledging your need for appreciation, that's not weakness, that's strength. It's about being honest with yourself and your partner. Real men, they put their heart and soul into their relationships, their work, their passions. They invest time, energy, and emotions into making things work. And you know what? They deserve to be recognized for it. Recognition isn't just about a pat on the back, it's about feeling valued and understood. Not with some fake, superficial praise, but genuine appreciation. It's about truly seeing the effort and acknowledging it with sincerity.
If you're constantly giving, putting in the effort, going the extra mile, and it's met with indifference, that's a problem. Communicate your needs. Don't let resentment build up. Let her know how her lack of appreciation makes you feel. Be open, be honest, and be clear about your feelings. And if nothing changes, then maybe it's time to reevaluate the whole damn thing. Sometimes, tough decisions need to be made for your own well-being and happiness. Chapter 4.
This one's a real killer, man. Emotional manipulation. It's like a virus. It seeps in slowly, quietly, and before you know it, you're caught in its web.
It preys on your good nature, your desire to please, your empathy. Suddenly, you're walking on eggshells, second-guessing yourself, and bending over backwards just to avoid an argument, a guilt trip, or that look of disappointment.
A real man, he sees through that bullshit. He recognizes the signs of emotional manipulation, the guilt trips, the silent treatment, the playing the victim card.
It's not about being cold or uncaring. It's about setting healthy boundaries. and it's about walking away from anyone who tries to control you with their emotions. Chapter 5.
Freedom, it's a fundamental human need. We crave it, we thrive on it. But controlling behavior, it suffocates that freedom.
It starts subtly, checking your phone, questioning your whereabouts, dictating who you can and can't see. Before you know it, you're living in a cage of their making.
Real men, they break free from those chains. They reclaim their independence, their autonomy.
It's about two individuals coming together, not one trying to control and possess the other. Walk away and find a woman who celebrates your freedom, who encourages your growth, and who trusts you enough to let you fly. Chapter 6.
Monogamy, it's a choice, not a prison sentence. But when you make that choice, when you commit to someone, you honor it. Infidelity, it shatters that commitment. It's the ultimate betrayal, a punch to the gut that leaves you reeling.
And let's be clear, infidelity isn't just about physical intimacy.
A real man, he knows his worth. He walks away from infidelity with his head held high, not because he's afraid of being alone, but because he respects himself too much to tolerate that kind of disrespect. You deserve someone who chooses you every single day, without a shadow of a doubt.
Chapter 7. Criticism without constructiveness, the soul crusher.
We all need a little constructive criticism now and then. It's a necessary part of growth and self-improvement.
It helps us grow, evolve, and become better versions of ourselves. Constructive criticism is like a mirror, reflecting our flaws but also showing us the path to improvement. But there's a significant difference between constructive criticism and just plain negativity. The latter aims to tear you down instead of build you up, leaving you feeling inadequate and demoralized.
Real men, they can handle feedback even if it's tough to hear. They understand that growth often comes from discomfort, but it needs to come from a place of love, of respect, of wanting to see you succeed. Constructive criticism should be a tool for mutual growth, not a weapon for emotional harm.
When criticism is constant, when it's delivered with venom and without any practical solutions, it becomes toxic. This kind of criticism doesn't aim to help you improve. It aims to break you down. It chips away at your self-esteem, makes you doubt yourself, and creates a negative atmosphere in the relationship. Over time, this can lead to a deep sense of inadequacy and hopelessness.
You deserve a partner who encourages you, who believes in your potential, even when you stumble. A supportive partner will help you navigate your weaknesses and celebrate your strengths.
Pay attention to how she criticizes you. If her words consistently leave you feeling dejected and worthless, it's a red flag. You deserve better, always. Seek relationships that uplift you, not ones that drag you down.
Boundaries, man, they're not about being closed off or selfish. They're about protecting your energy, your time, your sanity. They're about setting limits on what you will and will not tolerate.
Real men, they set clear boundaries, and they enforce them. They understand that their needs are just as important as their partners, and they're not afraid to communicate those needs. Remember, boundaries are not negotiable, and if she can't respect them, then she doesn't respect you.
Life, it's a roller coaster, right? Ups, downs, twists, and turns. And through it all, we all need support. Someone to lean on, to celebrate our victories with, and to offer a shoulder to cry on when things get tough.
Real men, they're not afraid to be vulnerable, to ask for help when they need it. If she's indifferent to your struggles, if she belittles your dreams, if she's never there for you when you need her most, then it's time to reevaluate the relationship. You deserve a partner who stands by your side, who celebrates your successes as her own, and who offers unwavering support when life throws you a curveball.
This one's non-negotiable, gentlemen. Abuse in any form, verbal, emotional, physical, is unacceptable, period. There's no excuse for it, no justification.
A real man, he recognizes the signs of abuse, and he removes himself from the situation. He understands that his safety, his well-being, his very life may depend on it. Abuse often starts subtly. A put down here, a threat there, a shove disguised as a joke. But it escalates over time. Don't wait for it to escalate. Remember, you're not alone. We've covered a lot of ground here today, gentlemen. We've talked about the importance of respect, honesty, appreciation, boundaries, and support. We've talked about the red flags of toxic behavior and the importance of walking away from situations that no longer serve us. But the most important takeaway, the one thing I want you to remember from all of this is this: know your worth, stand your ground, and never settle for less than you deserve. Don't ever forget that.